Good morning. Thanks for coming along with me on my morning walk. Day number 313. And it's a chilly one out here. Woo. However, I'm wearing my red. Yep. It's Friday. Oh boy. The scale. It's stuck. I don't know. We'll fight through this. I just have to keep reminding myself that, not, a year ago I was in the 420s. And thank goodness I'll never see those again. And living around the 350s compared to that is not so bad. I'd like to be in the 290s, but despite my efforts, it's not happening. So I need to make a change somehow. I've been ramping up my exercise. That doesn't seem to have broken through yet, so maybe I just need to give it time. Oh, what else is going on? I'll be honest, I'm tired of school. Yeah, I don't know. My enthusiasm has waned, which again is an ADHD response. I've learned so much about myself. Anyway, so I am going to go work out here. A morning walk to work out. I'm doing well, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, all the things. I'm doing well. Topic? Well, I'm going to revisit an old topic, one that I brought up early on in this. In fact, I mentioned it a few times early on in this journey. And one of the reasons why I'm doing this to begin with is that I've grown tired of living in a bubble. Living in that bubble became an echo chamber. That bubble is filled with like-minded people who get along and like each other. The bubbles exist because they feel safe. You're comfortable inside that bubble. You're amongst friends in that bubble, And some people just want to stay there. They don't see any need to leave that bubble. And I'm not going to criticize you for feeling that way because, it's like I say, it's a safe place. But if you don't get outside that bubble once in a while, you're never going to fully understand who lives in the other bubbles. And that's what I've been wanting to do. And that's actually what I have been doing. I have been looking at people who live in other bubbles, studying them, understanding them, learning from them, trying to examine our differences and why we're different, why they feel the way they do about certain things. And again, the only way you can do that is to interact with them, to knock on the door of the other bubble. Sorry. And so yeah, I've brought new people into my life who live in other bubbles, and I've been bouncing from one bubble to another. And I can understand why people who live in the old bubble feel some resentment. I get that. It's to them that it looks like I've jumped ship. But I can assure you, I still have the values and the appreciation for the people who live in that bubble. I'm not rejecting you just because I left that bubble and are moving around from one bubble to another. Not at all. I'm just trying to learn. I'm broadening my horizons. That's one of the problems with our world right now, is that we're so stuck in our bubbles that we don't interact. And that's sad. I can learn from other people. Just because they don't have the exact same beliefs, just because they may have maybe a little hate in their heart, I want to know why it's there. Why do they feel that way? And I've learned a lot, I'll be honest. And yeah, there are people who live in those other bubbles who have been helpful and friendly and welcoming, and in many ways, far more so than the people in my old bubble. In fact, right now, with the fact that the people in the old bubble are pressuring me for relating with people in other bubbles who have different beliefs and different lifestyles, whatever, that comes off as rather negative. And I'm not so sure I like the negative. All right, well, I'm on the walking machine here, Mr. Treadmill. Take that off. What's on here? It's at 8 minutes, so I do have to finish this up eventually here. Oh, the sound is off. I wonder. Oh, okay, maybe not so. All right. Boom, 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 boom. So, have I changed any beliefs? Have I changed any stances? Have I been influenced in a negative way by these other bubbles? Yes and no. No, in that I don't hate anybody. I accept people for who they are. Always have. That's the thing. But others preach that, but they don't live it. And that hurts me. That they say, you have to understand who I am. You have to understand the people in my bubble. But I don't have to do the same for you in your bubble. Really? You want something that you, in fact, don't do yourself? Our bubble is better than your bubble. Really? That's interesting. I thought you just said that we were supposed to approve of your bubble and accept your bubble and welcome your bubble and embrace your bubble, but you don't want to embrace other people's bubbles? That sounds rather hypocritical. That's why I don't want to live in that bubble all the time anymore. I want to bounce from bubble to understand, to learn. And that's what I'm doing. Thank you. I'm out of time. Have a great Friday. Bye.